Everybody doing today? I've been wanting to come out to the garden. Take a look. Got a beautiful garden out here. And I've been wanting to talk about some of the medicinal herbs that I'm growing and why I'm growing them. And mullein specifically, I'm growing because I'm somebody who is inclined to have respiratory problems if I get sick. I'm pretty healthy, but if I get a cold, sometimes that can go into my lungs. And so I'm very interested in natural things that can help promote lung health. And before we get too far, let me just tell you my education is in business and art. I have never studied medicine or even I've never had any professional training for nutrition. It is something that I'm fascinated with, and I'm very interested in anything that we can do to help ourselves. And so I'm growing this mullein, which has been super hardy this summer. This is one thing that's thrived. I actually totally harvested it, dried a bunch of the leaves, and I'm ready to harvest some more of it. But before I started harvesting it, I wanted to talk a little bit about it. And what mullein is most known for is actually helping with respiratory conditions, but it is known for a few other things. It's known for being used for ear pain, say in an infused oil. It's also considered a natural antibiotic, specifically for E. coli, tuberculosis, and Staphylococcus aureus type bacteria. I've also read that it's useful against gram-negative and gram-positive bacteria. Now, if you're pregnant or breastfeeding, you never, ever, ever want to use any herbs. And another consideration is if you're going to have surgery, most herbs do thin your blood, and mullein also thins your blood, so you wouldn't want to have this right before surgery and probably even right after surgery. But other than that, this is a really amazing herb. If you're taking any prescription medications, you always want to be careful, make sure there's no interaction. Some specific examples would be you wouldn't want to use mullein if you're on diuretics. You wouldn't want to use mullein if you're on blood pressure medication. And it has a natural sedative type effect. It's not that strong, but it can interact if you're taking prescription sedatives. So those are some situations where you might not want to use mullein. But mullein is actually really pretty fascinating, and I love that it's a natural antibiotic. And there's a lot of blogs online that you can also learn about mullein from. One of them is called facty.com. Another one is blogsaveryful.com. And another one is Medical Medium. I have a couple of books here, and they don't really go heavily into the medicinal benefit of, whoops, there goes my note. Medicinal benefit of mullein. They do have recipes though. This is one by Dr. Stefan Herod Buhner, and it talks about herbal antibiotics. And this is one by J.J. Purcell. It's Master Recipes from the Herbal Apothecary. And if you're looking for information on different ways of preparing mullein to use it, the Master Recipes actually has more in it. But Dr. Bruner also has a tincture type cough syrup medication. Personally, what I like to do is I like to dehydrate this mullein and take and put 1 to 2 teaspoonfuls in a teacup of hot water and let it brew and then drink it. You don't want to overdo this, kind of like you don't want to overdo anything. I would limit yourself to 1 to 3 cups of hot tea. If you're going to use the natural mullein powder, I wouldn't really go over that. But this is just one of my new favorite additions to the garden. I'm really hoping that this will be a perennial in our climate. It has definitely thrived in the desert heat. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this content, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.